What's going on at the moment is a really very interesting sort of convergence of people, infrastructure, the environment, innovation, even finance and investment. And organisations, facilities like SMART are really sitting at the core of that. And what we can do is we can use the networks, we can use the people, we can use the interdisciplinary skills to really try and understand what is the relationship between investments that you make in infrastructure, what are the environmental outcomes, what are the outcomes for people, and this relates for everything from energy, water, transport, built environment and so on. Remembering, of course, that there are 7 billion people on the planet and most of us live in cities. One of the major issues that we've got in the environmental area is trying to understand how to measure and achieve environmental outcomes. How do we do remediation? How do we minimize our impact on the environment? And if we've made an impact, how do we clean it up again? That raises all sorts of issues around complexity, nuances of influences and so on. What you need in order to exploit the opportunities of this new world that's emerging very quickly are widespread collaboration, partnerships, networks. You don't do it by building another silo, building another discipline, building another bunch of specialists who can't see outside the four walls of their own particular specialism. You need to get people together. We've got to get the economists, the finance people, business people, scientists, modelers, data people together and really try and sit down and understand what we know, what we need to know, and how best to achieve outcomes in this extremely complex world. There's a real series of opportunities now emerging as we think about carbon taxes and so on to actually think of that as an opportunity and not as a problem. This is already happening around the world, but it kind of needs a rather advanced level of complexity thinking to actually pick up the opportunities rather than to think of it as a problem. SMART has got some really important people who can make a contribution in that area. So I'm looking to SMART to really be a world leader in its ability to get into that nexus of the complexities, the interactions between people, infrastructure, the environment, resources, low carbon futures, and how do we be innovative and how do we make new investments so that we live more sustainably.